Hello, I'm Greg Soloman. I'm Greg Soloman. Hello, I'm Greg Soloman, and this is my video clip. But let me talk about, as I said, the ethics versus the legality of file sharing and downloading. I'm Greg Soloman. So yes, it is quite legal. They did nothing illegal. However, is it ethical? Will you tell me? When I do bad, I feel bad. That's my religion. I'm Greg Soloman. CDs. Hello, I'm Greg Soloman. If you'll give me a few minutes of your time, I am going to articulate a very concise, common sense approach to copyright infringement as it pertains to the YouTube community. Greg Soloman. Recently, a certain individual has put out a couple of video clips out here concerning copyright use and concerning his opinion of what amounts to copyright infringement out here on the YouTube community. I'm Greg Soloman, and in small letters, 25 CDs. The problem is this individual has no training in copyright law. He has no education in copyright law. He does not work in copyright law.
I mow grass. I bust my fucking ass, bro.
The Copyright Act is one of several subjects of which I am quite knowledgeable.
Really?
25 CDs. And he essentially has no business out here articulating anything about copyright law.
I don't mind it if it's funny.
This individual shall remain nameless, but let me characterize him a little bit. 25 CDs. I'm Greg Soloman. So that you might know where to find his video clips. That way you can compare them with the facts that I'm presenting in this video clip. This individual I'm speaking of is around 50 years of age.
Over at 50.
And he lives home with his mother.
Really? Not many people want to hire you. I mow grass.
I'm Greg Soloman. He, by his own admission, has been living with his parents for approximately the past 50 years.
For the past 50 years.
He lives with his parents under the guise of being a full-time YouTuber. He has watched over 8,000 video clips. Now, he stays up most of the night to watch these video clips and sleeps during the day, so I fail to see where he could find the time or the inclination to be a full-time YouTuber. But be that as it may, I believe I've said enough about this individual, and I'm going to cut right to the chase. Let me first preface this by saying I'm not an attorney.
I move grass.
However, the Copyright Act
Is in danger.
is one of several subjects of which I am quite knowledgeable.
He thinks he's a smart.
Copyright law and the Copyright Act are very, very complicated.
I move grass.
There are actually attorneys who specialize in copyright law.
Right, clearly Carl was using this as evidence for something, right? You know, like clearly.
There have also been several judicial precedents over the years that have attempted to streamline copyright law. Into a more readable and more discernible set of facts. And several of those judicial precedents have succeeded in creating what is known as the doctrine of fair use. And the doctrine of fair use is actually now part of the Copyright Act. The doctrine of fair use consists of 4 articles. Well, we once again appeal to the doctrine of fair use.
You can literally put in a copyright strike for a video that you don't even own. I looked at the copyright form. Yeah, I've literally explained this.
And here's another thing that people, I think 99.9% of people don't know in the Archiverse. You can get copyright struck for reading an article.
Right.
Well, we once again appeal to the doctrine of fair use. And you know, getting back to this individual, what I find interesting about him, he's so quick to come out here and point to other people what they should be doing and not be doing on YouTube in the way of copyright and copyright infringement. And yet, he himself, I've noticed, on a few of his video clips, is using someone else's song as an intro and a fade out to his video clips.
I do, and I don't give a shit what any of you fucks have to say about it.
I'm Greg Soloman.
Yeah.
that is copyright. You didn't fucking write that article, and you can get struck down for that.
So I think what we have here is an individual who points his finger at other people and yet has three fingers pointing right back at himself.
These new channel owners, they think they're so fucking expert. They think they know it all. They don't know shit.
Yeah.
Sort of a case of do as I say, not as I do. I think what everyone needs to do here is step back, take a breath. Go out on the internet, take a look at the doctrine of fair use.
You're angry, honey.
I gotta say, look, if people use the content creatively and that they do a good job, that's okay. But when they constantly bitch about me,
and I think you'll be able to see it in a much clearer light. An infringement of the Copyright Act. So as I said, I think everyone needs to step back, take a breath of air, relax, look at the doctrine of fair use, and let common sense prevail. 25 CDs. I'm Greg Soloman. Until next time, this is Greg Soloman telling you to take care of yourself and those around you. Take care. I'm Greg Soloman.